Myself, Dr. Kiran Kumar Reddy, welcome you all to my channel Exploring Mathematica. If you like the channel, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you will receive further videos. We all know that arsenicum alum is a thirsty remedy, and the thirst is for smaller quantities at smaller intervals. But the topic for today's discussion is arsenicum alum, the thirstless. So let us know how arsenic is a thirstless remedy. Now let me begin with a case. A 6 year girl came with the complaints of fever with chills from the last 2 days, nausea from the sight and smell of food, loose stools which are in small quantities, very offensive, and the girl is very much prostrated. And the thirst in this patient was increased for small quantities at small intervals. And all these complaints started after change of place and change of food. So the totality of the case suggested very clearly, I think you also having the same drug in your mind, that is arsenicum alum. This child was given arsenicum alum 201 dose and she recovered very quickly after this particular dose. Now let me present to you a case, and this case was treated by one of my colleague, and I thank her for permitting me to present this case to you. So a old man aged 80 years came with non-healing wound on the dorsum of the right foot from the last 4 months, and he was non-diabetic and non-hypertensive. So you can see the wound over the picture here. The wound was very offensive and excessive exudate and slough was there. Wound was covered with necrotic slough, debris and maggots. And another very important feature here is that the wound was painless. So this much big wound and the pain was not there, and this person was a non-diabetic and non-hypertensive. The size of the wound was approximately 2 centimeters. This 80 years old man was very weak to move, but still he wanted to go out. He was very much prostrated, which you can say 3 plus, and the restlessness was also 3 plus, and it was more marked in the night. So now coming to the personal history of this individual, the appetite was reduced, thirst was reduced, sleep disturbed, and he wanted to go out, and the bowels were regular, and he used to get loose stools whenever antibiotics were given to him. Earlier, when he was taking allopathic treatment for the same wound, he was given several antibiotics, a lot of dressing was done, but the wound remained the same. So when we look into the totality in this patient, it suggested arsenicum album. But in arsenicum album, we are having thirst for small quantities at smaller intervals, whereas our patient is thirstless. So when we go to Kent's Mathematica, in the Kent's lectures, it is mentioned that arsenic is thirstless in chronic condition, and here we have a chronic patient with a non-healing ulcer. So we decided to give arsenicum album 6 one dose. So here one will get a question regarding the potency selection. My colleague thought 6 is the right potency for this case because of the low vitality that this individual was having. The wound, which was 2 centimeters, was painless, though he was non-diabetic, and there were no inflammatory signs existing in the wound. And this individual, even with the wound, had no fever, which is very common to have. So there was low vitality. As the susceptibility was very decreased, he was given low potency. So in the next visit on 30/8/2012, when he came back, the restlessness was still there, the prostration was still there, but edema and the offensiveness had decreased, the necrotic tissue had decreased, maggots were present and they increased in number, and the wound was still 2 centimeters in size, and the wound bed, you can see that the granulation tissue is appearing, which was not there earlier. So arsenicum album 6, again one dose was repeated. So when he came back on 6/9/2012, there was itching over the skin surrounding the wound. Edema and offensiveness decreased, necrotic tissue decreased, maggots decreased. The size remained 2 centimeters, but you can see the granulation tissue increased more than the previous visit. When he came on 10/9/2012, he had developed fever with chills and the thirst had increased. So this developing of fever was a very good sign in this case because the vitality, which was very low, now he is responding to the medicine and he has developed fever, and the edema and offensiveness had decreased, the necrotic tissue decreased, maggots were absent totally, the size remained 2 centimeters, and in this wound you can see that the granulation tissue was more than the previous visit, and arsenicum aluminum 6 one dose was repeated again to this patient. He did not respond much to arsenic aluminum 6 that we had given the previous day. The fever continued and the thirst was for small quantities at smaller intervals. See here, my dear friends, we can now understand that when the vitality is increased, when the susceptibility is better, we need a higher potency. So he was prescribed arsenic aluminum 30, one dose. So the next day, the fever totally subsided, the wound size decreased, maggots were totally absent, arsenic aluminum 30, again one dose was repeated. And on 25/9/2012, the wound size further reduced, the edema and the offensiveness had reduced, and the necrotic tissue also further reduced. So he was given arsenic aluminum 201 dose. So when he came back again on 28/9/2012, you can see the wound almost healed. The appetite now was increased. He was now having a sound sleep as early compared to earlier. He was very restless and he wanted to go out. The restlessness also decreased. The edema, offensiveness, and the necrotic tissue totally reduced, and he was given placebo. So, to conclude, my dear friends, arsenic aluminum is thirsty for small quantities of water at smaller intervals in acute conditions, and it is thirstless in chronic conditions. So, arsenic can be used both in acute and chronic conditions. Only thing, in acute conditions, the thirst is for small quantities at smaller intervals, and in chronic, it is thirstless. Thank you very much for being with me throughout the video. If you like the video, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you will receive further videos. Thank you. Thank you once again.